Hello, YouTubers. Subscribe. King of Glory. Make an impact. Make an impact for your family. Make an impact for the world. Make an impact. Let's say that backwards. Make an impact for your family. Make an impact for the people. Make an impact for the nation. Make an impact for the world. Didn't it feel good? What's up, everybody? I just want to give a little motivation. This is day 2. I plugged myself in, ladies and gentlemen, into maybe 3 different types of income. So far, so good that the law of attraction, the law of vibration that I have took the knowledge upon me from Bob Proctor, and so of the knowledge from the Bible, and put these pieces together. Within a 2-year span, I found the biggest problem inside the world and at the same time inside myself. When you look inside yourself, you are actually looking to motivate yourself, to bring out the passion out of yourself, to bring in a person that's already installed in you that can work at any level, at a high performance level. And how do you do that? You do that by changing the way you think. How do you change the way you think? By changing your environment. How do you change your environment? By changing your habits. How do you change your habits? By exchanging good habits for better habits. Exchanging bad habits for good habits, and good habits to better and greater extinctive life scenarios. And I want to speak about the kingdom of heaven. A lot of people are going through so many things that can be controversial towards their life and learning this type of information. And there is no other God than Yahshua Jesus Christ. I don't know if anybody is telling anybody the truth of what's going on. The coronavirus. We got the government that's officially, officially putting these things out here, and people are so unaware, so dumbfounded because of relationship bonds, covenant with friends, being in the game, just caught up in so of a smaller world when you're not looking at the grandest stage of everything. This is the grand stage. This is the battle between God and Satan. If anybody does not see these things by now, after you have seen the Trade Center, many stars that have died in the weirdest way, like Whitney Houston and her daughter, then you have to start asking your questions and start asking questions in 2020. What do I want to do for myself? How has life impacted me? What have I done in life to impact myself? And what have I done in life to impact others? This should be your main focus. And doing research should be your main focus, especially if you want to be better, if you want a better life. And how do you get to this kingdom? How do you change your vibration? How do you change your habits? Personally, and this is personally, it's free will. You can exchange anything in this life, and everything in this life is brought to you by a decision. And personal, the first decision that I'm recommending at the highest recommendation, I'm not telling, but I'm highly recommending that you should start reading the Bible, and you should start learning the story of Yahshua Christ, so you can actually relate this story to the actual story that we live in. And then go into the mythology, not the mythology, because none of this is a myth. None of it is a myth. If anybody is still telling you that all this is a myth, they haven't done their research by themselves. They haven't been around. That you don't even have to travel around the world. They haven't been around the world in their mind to really pinpoint where the problems of life are coming from. And the experience that we have, and all of us have, I noticed, if we are the same trait, like neighborhood district, we have the same problems. And the same problems are being fended out like a grocery, like someone's coming from the grocery store and they just handing out all the items out the grocery basket at the bus stop. And this is what's going on. We having problems, and people don't understand. All this Tyler Perry and Real Housewives, all this is bull. This is bull crap. To really make you think that this is life. This isn't life. TV isn't life. Your friends isn't life. Your family isn't life. Your family, all these things are a part of life. And you have to make the decision whether the right things be in your life or not. Especially relationships. Some people are so attached in their relationships that even if they don't like the person, even if they don't agree with the person, even if they don't even love the person as they should, they are still so attached that they can't even bear this person from not being around them. And it's probably because this person has done them wrong. This person has probably cheated on them. This person has probably broke the covenant and foundation of marriage that was with them. And you got to hold fast and believe as I say these things. When I say these things, let no man deceive you. For Yahshua Christ is real, and all your problems and all the things that you have lost will be restored to you, and all your problems will be solved. If you're having a relationship problem and you're dealing with a guy and you feel like you're in bondage to him because of your emotions and your love, give it to Christ. Pray wholeheartedly. Let everything go and let everything out, and make this the foundation for. But one thing you have to do, you have to forgive this person. You have to forgive this person. Anybody that's caused you major problems in your life, you have to forgive this person and move on. And ask Jesus to come into you and welcome him into your life. And he will guide you every step of the way. But you must know how to know when you have the Spirit. And that was the big problem for me. And everything's in divine timing. If you're having problems with anxiety, conformity, being alike, poor, spirit of poverty, if you're having any of these problems, give it to the kingdom of heaven. And where do you find the kingdom of heaven? The kingdom of heaven is inside you. For 40 years, the Israelites, yes, our skin, the Israelites walked in the desert because they couldn't turn their ways from evil. And the evil that's going on today is being still en route from what happened back in the day. Let me tell you what they're feeding. They're feeding us a bunch of junk. They're feeding us cigarettes. They're feeding us liquor stores on every corner. This is not a game. This is not a joke. This is a war of the mind. And if no one gets this yet, then everyone that's not getting this, you're going to get it. But you're not going to get it in a fashion of people who stood up for righteousness and for justice when these things was at hand, when these things was minor problems and situation. And I've heard the term from God himself. People will sit there and keep questioning what is real until they get to the point where they're on their deathbed. And now they want to let all the passion, all the love, and all the things that they wanted to say now is coming out correct. And people don't know who God is. I know God, but I don't know him as physically and as thorough, as physically. And man, I just really want to see this guy because I know that my Father, my King, is righteous and he is doing work in my life. And this video was definitely, especially supposed to be about my day 2 motivation, going on the drill, working at a high performance level, changing my habits, and doing it big time. And I want to do this with a YouTube family, and that's what I'm waiting on. I need a YouTube family to keep me going. Because I'm going in God, and I'm bringing righteousness, and I'm bringing love, and I'm bringing joy to everybody. If you're having problems with anybody, forgive them. Forgive them and keep going on. Keep having a happy life. Do not let none of this in you be disturbed. Make decisions for yourself that is best for you. And if you make these good decisions with God and keep the ways of the commandments, I promise you all the fear and all the things that you believe to be dangerous to you, to be uncomfortable to you, it will start being comfortable. It will start being restoring. It will start being more of a greater understanding of the world that you live in today. But the first thing that you have to do, if you're part of this hip-hop culture, if you're part of this rock and roll culture, if you're part of just being outside, staying in the house all day, playing the video games. If you're, man, I pray on this video that everyone that needs to see this video and hear my words, because the words that I tell you are true, they are righteous, they are justice, and I want everything good in your life that is supposed to come to you. And I don't wish nobody no bad or no negativity on this video, but all happiness and all compassion for a better relationship. Have that compassion, a better relationship for your family, a better way. Don't go outside and wake up miserable and think all these things. Think about how can you impact other people's lives. And when you do that and you have a greatness in you, you have that gratefulness in you to be alive. And when you know the ways of God, when all these things come together, when you see all these pieces inside your soul start making a greater understanding, then you shall know that the world that you live in is in a battle. It's nothing but a battlefield between the light and the dark. But it's up to you to make those choices. Put all the pieces together for you. Build that millionaire and make that millionaire campaign. Be that nurse that you always wanted to be. The reason why you can't get to those things is because you're emotionally attached to the wrong things. And how do you break free from the emotional attachment from the wrong things? You take your time, you take your steps, and you take your God with you, and you work on it every day, consistently, on daily basis. In 30 days, these things will become instinctively to you. Now, I warn you, you can create happiness without God. But temporary happiness is without God. And you will know these things sooner, I hope, than later. But Yahshua is real. The 144,000 are on this earth right now. If anybody wants to find the kingdom of heaven, watch this video. For all the emotions that you need at the certain time that you need at certain specific people are not lining up, then you need my help and you need God's help, and you need to plant the seeds inside you that you need to keep growing, so you can grow into the person, into the leader, into the person that can grow and help their family be at a better condition. So you can have discipline, so you guys can be ready, so you guys can live that life before this place leaves. Because this place, all these things, no matter what we're looking at, no matter what's in the world, if it's not Yahshua Christ, if it's not heaven, if any of these things, if it's not the word of God, it is temporary. We don't live by bread and water alone, but we live out the spirit of the Bible. Off the word of God, off the word of God. And that's what we live by. And I'm on day 2 of my motivation with God, and I'm telling you, it's been great. It's you really have to calm your mind down. And a lot of people don't know this, that this is the greatest information that you can ever have. Do you understand me? All these people have become billionaires and rich men. And yet, all these things are temporary. For the peace I have in my heart is greater and probably way bigger than a billionaire. And I want to do things of that frequency, of that energy. But I must in turn work hard and build that consistency even more. So I just want to let this be day 2 of motivational. Keep truth. Keep truth to your heart. Keep uprightness. Keep justice. Keep love. And keep searching for understanding and wisdom in God. You guys have a blessed one, YouTube subscribers. Please subscribe and let me know if you like the video, just like the stat or not. I'm not looking for money. I'm looking to help you. Peace.